You may have just heard a cheer a few minutes ago here in the ballroom at Lee headquarters in Franklin, Tennessee. That's just south of Nashville. As the news flashed across the screen that the race, NBC News, among other networks, calling the race already for Bill Lee, just a few minutes past the hour here in Tennessee, saying that Bill Lee will be the next governor. The news is trickling out here, and as you said, not necessarily a surprise, but as the news comes out, more and more people filling up this ballroom. They're expecting 2,000 here tonight, and from the podium behind me, Bill Lee will deliver what NBC News projects will be a speech accepting the position as governor-elect, if you will. We're going to continue to have updates here throughout the night as more and more people, young and old, fill this ballroom, and more speakers begin, as you can hear, coming up onto the stage behind me. For now, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio. John?